So, Apostle Paul in Galatians gives us two rules that really are key for relationship success. So, Galatians chapter 6, verse 2, he says, "Bear one another's burdens and so fulfill the law of Christ." So, burdens in Greek is heavy load. So, they represent like this life event that is unexpected, but also is too weighty for the person to carry alone. And Apostle Paul tells us that we should come together and help that person carry their burden. Then he tells us in Galatians chapter 6, verse 5, he says, "But each one should bear their own load." Now, load is Greek for personal responsibility. So what is personal responsibility? Well, I have a diagram for that. So as I begin to build a relationship with someone, it is me, it is them, and there's a boundary between us. Now that line between us represents where my personhood ends and their personhood begins. So what should that relationship look like? It should look like I have autonomy, I have a sense of self, they have autonomy, they have a sense of self, and in between us is a boundary. It is where my personhood ends and their personhood begins. So autonomy, my sense of self, that's really my personal responsibility. It is my development in the 5 areas of life. It means that I'm always working to be better in the 5 areas of life. Now, this isn't perfection, this is being better. So mentally, I'm always increasing in knowledge. Physically, I strive to eat better and exercise. Emotionally, now this one is a big one. I accept the fullness of the range of emotions. I don't think of them as weakness. I don't numb them. I accept them and I can express them in a way that is therapeutic and healthy. Financially, this part is really important, that I'm going after and doing pursuits that actually make me feel fulfilled. I am setting goals and I am willing to work to obtain those goals. The last one is the most important, that I am growing spiritually. I am growing in my depth and knowledge of God. I am growing in intimacy, love, and connection with God. And all of these areas, they are mine to grow. These are personal responsibility, and they make up the totality of my sense of self, my personal responsibility. So what happens when two people get together and they have weak boundaries? There's a person in this setup that one person begins to overtake responsibility in one of those areas of life. An example would be a man meeting a woman, and during the dating phase, he starts paying her bills. Example for a woman would be meeting a man and he doesn't offer you any emotional security, and you overtake the emotional responsibility and trying to convince him of your goodness. So when we relation like that, that relationship is built on trauma. It sustains itself on codependency. We are constantly over and undertaking responsibility, but it is almost a guarantee that that relationship will beget more trauma. So when God says each person takes personal responsibility, it means that I am developing in all the areas of life, which leads to personal satisfaction and self-acceptance. And then the more I am satisfied with my life, the more I can show up to a relationship and I can have that relationship be a partnership that is built on fulfillment. Each partner actually has their needs and wants in the relationship. And the relationship where both people are committed to growing is a relationship that thrives on interdependence. And this is a relationship that is healthy and reciprocal. And I had one last thought, that this isn't perfection. This is just a willingness to be expanding myself in all the areas of life. This is a way of looking at myself through non-judgment, because if I am shaming myself in any way, that is an area of life that I cannot grow in. So this is looking at the full gamut of who I am as a person and noticing the areas that I need and require growth in so that I can have healthy well-being.